Now, this is very, very unbelievably. The APC is being seen as anti-Igbo party, but an APC group has openly called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They are begging the president, please release Nnamdi Kanu, even though we are a member of the APC. Now, maybe people are saying that if Tinubu releases Nnamdi Kanu, 2007 election, the Igbos are going to vote for him. Maybe that's the reason why they said Tinubu should release Nnamdi Kanu. Now, there's a video that I want to show you the video as we go along. I said APC group, APC simply means all progressive Congress are asking for Tinubu, please release Nnamdi Kanu. Unbelievably, many Igbos can't believe it. That this APC has been seen as an enemy party to the Igbos. Now, if you're watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop a comment, click the like button, like this video, and also share to others. Like I said, if you're watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop a comment, click the like button, and also share to others. Biafra evangelists, APC group, they have told Tinubu, kindly release Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to show the video as we go along. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, good morning, my beloved brother. I remember my humble self, one and the only Biafran evangelist. When I heard the news, it was a surprising and a shocking news to me that the Awasas are now coming, the APC of Awasas are now coming, telling Mr. President that young man called Nnamdi Kanu in the court should be what? Should be free, should be set free. That young man have not committed any much offense that should warrant him being detained and long living in that place. It surprises me that APC today are now trying to, to bring peace to the society, because according to one of the statement that one of their members said, they say that the keeping Nnamdi Kanu in that place, it is causing more disunity in this country, and it's causing more disbelief in this country, and it will attracting more hatred upon Nigeria as a nation. And the more they keep that man, as we, people like us, the intimidation is showing real that yes, that Nigeria are intimidating the Igbos, to be precise, that it's not just, it is obvious and it is not just a rumor. Because you can see mighty Allah people walking freely, you see Igbo walking freely, you see Mr. Ajayi, the DSS boss, who made the similar statement with Nnamdi Kanu, walking freely, you see T.Y. Danjuma walking freely, you see Gumi and the rest, many of them, you see them walking freely, and many of them are committed in one way or the other, the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu committed, even many committed more, but yet they are walking freely. So how come that they are detaining, that they are keeping Nnamdi Kanu, trying Nnamdi Kanu, holding him against his fundamental right? You understand? So all this thing, that is why I believe that this group from APC, especially the Northern APC, are now calling on the Mr. President to make sure that he settle this matter and free this young man, so that there will be peace and there will be unity in the society, especially in that eastern region, because this thing are play a major role, and they are proving. You see that hatred has grown to 99%.
So many Igbo government now, I have many for you to give my viewers. Let me start small. Many Igbo governors too have not yet came out to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes. Do you know why they are not coming out? And I don't blame them. Do you understand? I don't blame them, and at the same time, I blame them. Why I say I don't blame them is that they believe that they are the one that's supposed to be issuing, order to the people, and the people should obey what they say as the governors. But the people are not obeying what they say, and neither is people listening to them. You see why they are not happy. But they're supposed to, go for the release of their brother, because Nnamdi Kanu is their brother, and they themselves are what are Igbos. And let me tell you, if you say Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for Biafra, are you not a member of Biafra? Are you not an Igbo person? If Biafra come today, if you come in a genuine heart to contest, won't you contest? Are you not going to? If you win the heart of the people, are you trying to tell me they are not going to vote for you? They will give you a vote, and you win. You will rule. These are the things that they fail to understand out of a kind of pride. Let me use the word pride. That's why they say Mazen Kanu is the one that speaks and people will listen. And because of that, they are jealous and they are envy. They shouldn't do that. But they should see him as their brother. See, let me tell you, was he not a fellow to me that they kidnapped from Lagos here down to where Ekiti? Look at how Yoruba's elders stood up. Look at the way. Go to what happened in the north. When the jungle justice took place against all those armed herdsmen. Look at the way the Northerners voted rules of every elder of their all of them, everybody. They begin to speak. But when they come to the east, I don't know what is wrong with our leaders. I don't know what is wrong with all those Fulani leaders that are imposed on the Igbos. You understand? So forget your pride. Forget whether the people are not taking your instructions. You are the one that made them not to take your instructions because you are not acting. Neither are you speaking or doing anything in the favor of the masses, in favor of the people. You are not carrying them along. Mazen Kanu is speaking what we want. That is why we listen to him. So if you look at this man, Dr. Alex Oti, are you trying to tell me if Alex Oti speak today that the people of Abia State will not listen to him? They will definitely listen because he is putting on the ground things that the people needed, is speaking and is defending them. So when they start to defend us, we will start to listen to them.
But now we saw even the Hausas. Hausa people, unbelievable, every morning they are also asking, at least we saw them here, about 2 of them. They also said that they want to see Nnamdi Kanu released. Yes. Also from the north. It's very unbelievable.
Very, very unbelievable. They themselves are saying the truth in the angles of what Mazen Kanu is talking about concerning what is going on in this country. Mazen Kanu earlier prophesied all these things, all these killings, these incessant killings, these useless killings in the name we want to Fulanize Nigeria. For what? Are you trying to tell me that it's a man that is traveling all over the nation, killing people, taking life? You are trying to tell me that the federal government will not rise against them? So all these things are the reason why people like Northerners are coming out today, because even the Hausas are not safe too. They are no longer safe in their land. Hausas are no longer safe. So that is why you see them coming out to air their opinion, crying for the freedom. Let them free this man. Let us know the next thing to do, our whereabouts. I know it was 3 months ago that an Hausa man, where he was buying something from my sister's shop, he was crying. I was like, what is happening? He said they have kidnapped his own wife. I said, which wife? No, be your brother. He said, no. That is when he began to differentiate to me. I said, I used to call of you the same. He said no. He said no, that Fulani different from them will be Hausa. That is what he said. He said to me. I said, what happened now? He said his own wife had been kidnapped and they are demanding for ransom. And I asked, how do you now get the money? He said that is the problem. That is why he's crying. And he had 4 children. You get it? He said, one even categorically, I think one outside, if not so, I would have called him for you to hear. He said their language differs. But before, I believe that they have one language.
But Hausa and Fulani are not the same language.
They don't have the same language. I heard it from the Hausa boy mouth. I was like, eh? That is what he told me.
The same language. Not be the same thing. Okay, are you Hausa?
Yeah, are you hearing it now?
Put the mic so that people will hear him. No, I'm not. No. Okay, no problem. No, but he said that. No, he just said that.
If you watch them, you can see the way they are. You understand? When you see Hausa, you see their behavior, see where they are. You will know that these ones are Nigeria. Don't you see it? You know, when I was talking, you can see after I've come across them, they will tell you their language differs. They are not the same.
I'm talking about. I mean, even the ones here are saying that that they are not the same. The both of them sit down here said Hausa and Fulani are not the same.
Yes, they are not the same. And they themselves, see, to be sincere, I have lived with Hausa and I have Hausa as a friend. I had to. I used to go, even that time in school, we used to go together to their house and we eat together, even in their house. When you see Hausa, you will see that relationship. You will see accommodation. You see friendship. You see them bringing you closer, seeing you as one. I've said this thing before that original Islam doesn't share blood.
But now, let's look at this angle. Shouldn't it now that because somebody have told, I mean, you guys would have former governor of Ekiti, as far as I have told Nnamdi Kanu, accept appointments and maybe money and denounce Biafra so that you can be free. This and advice coming from former governor of Ekiti, brother Isaac Taushe. It is time to leave Biafra alone and accept appointment from President Tinubu and maybe some money so that they can leave the prison. What do you have to say about that?
When I was a child, I speak like a child. When I was an adult, I speak like one. The young man is speaking as a child because he don't know what it is to have freedom. Are you getting it? So as it stands, there is no way which appointment did Nigeria have to give Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not above. There is no appointment that Nigeria want to give Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have not gone viral more than that appointment. So he doesn't need that appointment, and you cannot use that appointment to tie him down, and you cannot use it to compare when Biafra stand. People don't really understand Biafra. When Biafra comes, do you know what it will speak? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not speaking for position. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for money. He's not fighting for property. He's fighting for a name. You know, a good name is better than riches. So if you watch Oyibos are interested in name than money.
Senior advocate of Nigeria. Also the grand patron, One Nation Asuwaju Support Group of Nigeria. Let me start by saying my advice to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our dear President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, having watched what is happening in Nigeria in recent times, I felt the urge as a patriotic Nigerian to plead with the federal government to settle Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators matters out of court by set up a formidable national committee of arbitration. In my opinion, the court may not be the solution of the above matter if lasting peace is to reign in the nation. Bringing this matter to the round table for intensive negotiation surely would engender the peace, harmony, and unity in diversity that we all have persistently craved. In a country with various distinct ethnicities like Nigeria, it is and ought to be an all-pervading preoccupation of everyone to seek ways of encouraging those things that will bring us closer together as a nation. This is even more so in the existing atmosphere where there is a mutual suspicion and widespread crisis of marginalization. Our dear President Bola Tinubu should therefore consider alternative dispute resolution mechanisms like arbitrations, cancellations, and mediation in some of these cases concerning our agitators in the country. ADR refer to any method of conflict resolution that take place outside the courtroom. It involves processes and techniques of conflict resolutions without litigations and empower parties to work together using a framework to amicably settle complex issues. Our dear President needs peace and unity to function optimally. Therefore, anything that will give him peace is highly welcome. And that is what we're seeking to see in this our dear country. Looking at the political atmospheres in Nigeria today, there is a palpable tension in the land with a huge portions of it having tribal and religious undertones. This could only provide an uncomfortable foundations for the current festering and growing pocket of banditry, militancy, and other type of unrest. Political parties and gladiators are already aligned and realigned because they felt that the interests of their people, regions, or religions are not being adequately protected. I can tell you for free though that most of them are actually aligning for their own selfish interests and not for the interests of the masses. They are simply taking advantages of the current uncertainties in the land. Resolving some of these matters that are in court can only help in sanitizing the atmosphere, since it is a fact that early resolution of a dispute will immensely help in healing old wounds and in nation building. It will also help in this instance in promoting peace and unity. That is what we need ultimately in this country today. We need peace, we need unity, we need to work together. We have to look at ourselves as we're all one, we're all brothers from indivisible and indissoluble nations under one God. It will also help in the instance case in promoting peace and unity. I can draw your attention to Section 17 of Federal High Court Act and Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, provided that the parties can explore alternative options for both civil and criminal matters when it comes to situations of these natures in our dear countries. I, in my own opinion, believe that in getting last solution to our challenges facing in this country, we need to strictly adhere to what we call arbitration, mediation, and cancellations, where everybody will come together, put our opinions together, and work together as a one family. Like the treason matters involving Omoyele Sowore, leaders of revolutions, now movement, and the presidential candidate for 2023 elections, and also the terrorist cases against Bello Badejo, leaders of Miete Halla, Haute Hori, both cases which the Nigerian government have withdrawn, which in my opinion is a very, very commendable for peace in this nation to reign. Because we believe that when two people are having disagreement in some certain areas of concept of life, the best option to do is to seek for peace, is to seek for unity, is to have what we call collective opinion of individual, and let us have a common basis for development of these our dear nations.
Stop. You can see it. For you to know that they show remorse. They show that, oh, we are truly sorry for joining Nigeria, for joining Yakubu Gowon to fight the Biafra war. Today, they are at the end side receiving it hotly. And that's why you can see that even Buhari government did not spare Emir in his government. The Fulani bounce on them, even as they are still passing them there, even when Bola Ahmed Tinubu is there. So for me, they are indeed intentional for begging for Biafra for forgiveness. And that's why you can see now they are calling for the release of Martin Kanu with immediate effect now.
Yesterday we saw how many people, how they fled to Enugu State. Enugu shares a boundary with the Benue people. And then one of them called the family and said that they are very safe now in the Enugu State. And the Enugu youths have warned the S-men, don't cross over to this part of Nigeria. But now people are saying that even the Enugu governor is afraid to speak for his people against these insurgents. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, now first you can see yesterday, as I told you, that the Benue people have realized their mistake now. They are now running to Biafra land for safety. They are calling for the release of Martin Kanu. As you can say by yourself, that most of them are testifying that Igbos are accommodative. Igbos are welcomed them yesterday. They have a rest of mind compared to what they are in Benue. And that's why they look at the governor of Benue today. The man needs to be impeached. The man needs to resign because he's incapable to take care of the Benue people. These are the same people who gang up with the former governor of the state, Samuel Tom. They say, oh, Samuel Tom is PDP man. He hates Buhari government. That's why he's calling Fulani Day, Fulani now. Fulani now, nothing do what Samuel Tom have been saying, for crying out loud. These shenanigans character they are doing in the Middle Belt need to stop. Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to stand up and do the need for and call these people to order. What is Bola Ahmed Tinubu waiting for? See, the sponsor have called Bola Ahmed Tinubu and told him that the problem of Nigeria's insecurity is between the Fulani men and the Hausas. It's on the public domain, go and check. Since then, what has Bola Ahmed Tinubu do about it? If Bola Ahmed Tinubu take an action, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu call the Fulani herdsmen, the Hausa, who are fighting for this, calling them. Every day keep telling us, oh, Fulani men that are killing in Benue, they are not Nigeria Fulani. My question now is that, how do we differentiate between Nigeria Fulani and Fulani that are not Nigerians? Let the government come out and explain to us How do we know this Fulani are Nigeria Fulani and this one are not Nigeria Fulani? So without that, we are wasting our time. And that's why, as I tell you, that the answer to this problem, restructure this country or you divide this country, let everybody go on their own peaceful way.
Now, we saw on Monday, Kanu said, former governor of Abia State, he said that they are using Boko Haram to frustrate the effort of development Tinubu. That Boko Haram is being used to frustrate Tinubu. I read about Dr. Kanu, former governor of Abia State and the incumbent senator. What can you say about that man? Many Igbos are this man is not a true Igbo man. Some people are saying that. What else to say about it?
The fact remains that I wouldn't want to talk about the case of Kanu, because Kanu, for me, I don't take it serious. A man whereby you came from the same state where Mazin Kanu came from, you that have failed for 8 years. I went to Imo State, Abia State in 2013, and I saw the situation of Abia State was terrible under him, under his government, or maybe after when he just left, I went. You can see no road, nothing, God whole state. See how terrible it was. But we thank God today, God bring somebody like Rossi, who is doing the needful. So for him to have the God